Hello, everyone. This is Miltman of Gaming Philosophy. Welcome back. I haven't launched the game because I just definitely want to put some relevance to all of what we're going to go ahead and cover today. I've been seeing the DLC for Frostpunk has come out recently. The first one is the Rifts. Uh, I just purchased it, but they also have like this. Let's see here. Let's go see if we can get to the store page here. It's getting a lot of mixed reviews. This came out just earlier, a couple months ago. I haven't had a chance to get to it, but I wanted to get to it. So there is that. I went ahead and purchased it. There is a bundle where you can pre-purchase it and get it for a lot cheaper. I paid the full $5 for it, but if you want to buy the season pass, you can get it for like $3.50. But the season pass has like two more scenarios in it that are priced a little heavier than this. So keep in mind, this is the DLC is like $5 to $3.50, depending on how you purchase it. Frostpunk is a game I've loved. If I were to go back to my library, you could tell I have like almost 120 hours in the game, and that's from when I streamed it in the past. It was definitely a game I loved. I definitely enjoyed the Frostpunk feel, and I could tell from the DLC they threw in these big crevices and then there's bridge structures. But my concern was these reviews. Why is it getting mixed reviews? So I want to go and cover this. So first review I see from someone that has 104 reviews and 252 products on their account. They say def not worth 5 because all it adds is literally just a bridge that has set build points on map. Okay. I kind of get where this person's coming from, but I kind of don't at the same point. All the major resource nodes in Frostpunk, you know, let's say iron, coal, wood, there's kind of key locked points where you have to build those things, otherwise you can't build them. So snapping points for having to build is not unusual for Frostpunk. I get how they might be talking about how it feels limiting in kind of a build your own city kind of game. Because, I mean, if you compare it to like City Skylines, and just like normal city builders like SimCity and all that, you can build bridges however, wherever you want. But I think that Frostpunk developers went with a snapping system because that's what they're familiar with, and it was easier to put into the game. They're of the opinion that this should have been a free update or wrapped into future DLC rather than go ahead and being charged $3.50 to $5 for. Absolutely love the game, want to support it, but this DLC is a hard pass. So I think that's kind of, they got their opinion there, and that's what reviews are all about, opinion. So next one down. Now, don't get me wrong, Frostpunk is an underexposed, underappreciated, absolute gem of a game, and I have and continue to enjoy immensely. So they only have 3 reviews. So this person doesn't review often, but they felt this was worth reviewing. I say now to offset below. Okay. Okay, and again, the idea of using bridges to expand your city along different lines is an interesting one, but fails in execution. Again, they talk about how they can only be used in one single map, and they can only be built in predefined locations. So again, I think the snapping system that's built into the game was the easiest way for them to execute the bridges. And that's what they're falling back on. And the bridges are massively expensive, but you need them to be able to get across any resources. So, okay. So apparently the bridges are expensive as well. Me not recommending this, like, though, I absolutely love this game, but new map and a bridge? Okay, so Red Master here, again, a lot of products in their account. They've done 32 reviews. Not sure if English is their first language, but again, you know. So what I'm seeing here is a lot of people aren't digging this DLC because they don't think for just a new map, and that map is the only map that you get to use bridges on, is it really worth $5? Especially when the bridges aren't free-form bridges that you can build anywhere, but set to hard snap points that you have to build at those locations. Okay. Now, those are all good takeaways. That's constructive criticism. Whether or not the developers of FrostPunk tend to run with that when it comes to future DLC is entirely up to you. But look at it this way. They already got my $5. I already paid for that. But something else that I wanted to address. When I click and press play to launch FrostPunk, what's going to happen next? This is the experience that I did not get when the game first launched. When I first launched, this is not what I was greeted by. I had to reinstall the game because I hadn't played it in a while, and space on my hard drive is a premium. When, let's see here, go to Properties, Locate Files, Browse Local Files, FrostPunk, Properties. I had to go to the actual folder for this. And let's see here. Where was it? Forget where I... Sorry. Not advanced sharing. Where was it? Oh. Wow, I feel really silly now. Because I had to go in and check the compatibility for it because the game was not launching by default. I had to go in and run the compatibility for it to go ahead and have it set up to be reading as though it's Windows 8, otherwise it would not launch. And I do not remember where I found that function at off the top of my head. So, Alright. But what I'm going to say right now is you might actually have to go in to get the game to launch at all when you first install it. You may have to go to the actual game executable and run a compatibility test. And it's pretty easy to go to. You could just go down to Properties. And let's see here. I think it'll be in Local Files. Anyways, that being said, that was a small guffaw when I first tried to launch this to test this for stream earlier. Okay. But here we go. We're going to get the game up and running now. And let's try this scenario out. Okay. Select a scenario. A new home. The Arks. Refugees. Fall of Winter home. Okay. expansions, new content available. So they have the expansions here. So you could buy the season pass, or you can buy each one. So the season pass is just 3 scenarios, from what I can tell, from what they're setting up. And I only purchased one because I don't know if I'm going to buy a full season pass. If this is whenever you do something like a season pass, the first DLC that you put out for that season pass, it's kind of like your way of advertising the season pass. This is the good stuff that we're putting out. So you kind of want to make a good first impression. How do I launch it? I don't want to go to the store. Okay. Expansions. Unique in endless mode, so I have to go into endless mode. Alright. Endless mode. Let's try it in Serenity first. Okay, the rifts. Alright. So, the expansion section that it directs you to is nothing but an advertisement page. Okay. And customize, we're just going to leave everything on medium. We'll throw random hazards on so I have something that make this a challenge. We're going to play this on Serenity first to just get the feel for it. So this is a brand new scenario, but the scenario is it's not a real scenario. It's just an endless mode map. An endless mode map where you get to build bridges that are hard snap points. So I can't call it an actual scenario because the game itself doesn't put it as a scenario. But hey, you know, $5 for bridges, or $3.50 if you bought the season pass. FrostPunk. Confirm name. Welcome to the city of FrostPunk. Pause. We have our first event. First bridge. Sir, we have built the first bridge. Thanks to this construction, we will be able to reach distant resources, expanding our city into neighboring areas will be necessary to survive. We should build more bridges. Okay. So, again, these are predefined snap points. So if I go here, tech, bridges cost 150 steel, 200 wood. I'm going to say this right now. One of the criticisms we got was they're really expensive. When I say right now, 150 steel and 200 wood, that doesn't seem that expensive. But I do want to go in preference. This coal mine has a snap point. So does this point. So resources have snap points normally. Wall drill. Here and here. Steelworks over here. So I think, let's see, this does provide a challenge because you're going to have to spend those resources smartly if you want to succeed in this endless mode. Because if I were to build this bridge willy-nilly, I won't be able to get to the resources I need when I need them. Like, if we go and look at the steelworks here, this, as far as I know, is the only steel node here. And steel is important to build bridges with. So you definitely want probably your first bridge to be plopped down somewhere there. Now, wood, you can go and get some wood from these frozen trees here with a sawmill by just plopping down a sawmill in here. So that might be where you get some of your wood that you can't get from containers around here. But what you really want is a wall drill. And again, there's a wall drill that you can place right here. So I ideally want to be able to put a bridge right here to get to a wall drill. Now, coal mine. Now, I could put a sumper anywhere. And then put gathering posts to gather coal that's brought up by the thumper. But ideally, I want one of these two coal mines. So, that makes a priority to get a bridge here to get access to a recurring wood and coal, and then a bridge here and a bridge here to go ahead and, wood and steel, to go ahead and get access to these coal flows. So these 4 bridges here are your priority. Now, if you went ahead and went off and exploring and picking up these little side resource caches over here, thinking that eventually you'll get to the recurring resources, that's where I think people probably went south and missed out on the resources. So that's definitely a potential. Okay. So I've put my opinion down on the start of this, but I, of course, can't build these bridges yet. 200 wood and 150 steel. So we got 60 steel here, 60 steel here, 60 steel here, 60 steel here. And we got some steel here. So, one gathering post there. One gathering post there. That gives us a good place to go in. We'll get the coal as we need it, but we're going to be getting wood as well. We have 105 people. 15 of that children. So, ideally, we should be good. The temperature's starting off fairly reasonable, but keep in mind, everything is on medium difficulty. Let's go and get this started.
The work shift starts.
Okay. Now, I'm going to immediately throw 10 workers in here. So, again, they have access to metal and wood in this gathering post here. Now, if we want more metal long term, we want to go and get access to this node here. The wood can wait, because I can, if necessary, build a sawmill and get these frozen pines here. But the metal, absolutely. Have to go and get the metal. Now, of course, we have some raw food here, and raw food's not going to make for good eating. So, one of the first buildings we have to consider getting up is a cookhouse. We got to get some food, some of that raw food getting cooked. All right, let's throw a couple engineers in there, making some victuals for some folks. And we need to go and get some workers in here. So this is where I'm going to get my coal and my steel. Now, you can see up here, there's 115 steel here. There's 60 steel here. So, and we need a significant amount of steel to go ahead and get this project off the ground. So, resources, again, another gathering post. think we'll plop down 2 more. One here. And one here. This will let me go ahead and get all the steel in this area. Alright, here we go. Workers. Workers. So, again, 60 steel that's accessible here. 60 steel accessible here. There were 60 steel that's accessible here. To build one bridge, it costs 150 steel, and you start with about 100 steel. So again, it doesn't seem unreasonably expensive. It's tough starting out, definitely. Now, I need to go and get some people some housing. Well, that road placement was unfortunate. Let's go ahead and tear that road up there. Put this house there. And then we'll redo the road. Probably should have done that first. And there we go. So we've already burnt through our wood.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
So we still need about 4 more houses to go and get the people doing well. Let's go ahead and go in here. Now, me personally, I'm not for child labor because I think it's a silly move. If children get hurt on the job, it's just bad. But children working as medical apprentices can help you cure people getting sick really fast. So, more often than not, I'm going to go ahead and go for child shelters. But early on, we need to stretch our food. So we are switching over to soups. Now, early game, if you think you can manage child labor, go ahead and do that, because the earlier you do it, the more benefit you're going to get out of it. But I is not a fan of the child laborers. I'd rather have the children learn to be doctors, because they're infinitely more valuable that way. It's not to do with morality, it's just to do with, logistics and valuability. Okay. So we have found that we definitely need a whole lot more wood. And we definitely have a lot of manpower remaining. So if I go to resources, you can pop a sawmill down right there. One. 2. 3. 4. There we go. So we now have that done. Throw some workers in there. Now, of course, we need to get some more food coming in. So let's go ahead and put a hunter's cabin out here. And we can enact a new law. So we got soup. Well, the soup is going to make people discouraged. So I think we're going to need to get some fighting arenas.
Hear me. New law in the city.
To go ahead and let people blow off steam. So, put one there, put one there, and say one there. But also, people are going to get hurt. So, there we go. Hope rises. So people can go ahead and go out on a good old brawl to blow off some steam We already have one person that's sick. Have our hunters go out and start getting food. We are completely out of food. Yeah, I'm glad that we went ahead and went soup. So, here we go. Hey, Full Auto, welcome to the stream, bud. All right.
Move, people. There's plenty to do.
We'll put our medical tent up there. All right. So I have 15 people that are not working, and those all are engineers. Now I have enough steel to make that first bridge, but it's a matter of getting the wood now. So I can definitely see with everything that I need to make to go ahead and keep things going. Okay. Okay. Undo this. Do this. Take 5 of you off here and put engineers on. Now the 15 that I have remaining are workers. Food. Hunter's hut. I'm not bringing in enough food, so I'm going to build a second hunter's hut. My remaining 15 people that aren't being used, I'm going to throw in my hunter's hut. So that way we can go ahead and start seeing more food come in to be turned into soup. And we have 2 people that are being treated in here. Now we're about to see a temperature drop, but we can also introduce a new law. Now, next thing I'm going to decide is the public house. We're going to go ahead and make a good old pub.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
Now, where can we put this lovely pub? So, space obviously is a premium here. So you're starting to see how you need to build those bridges because you will run out of space pretty dang quick. Alright. Alright. Things are getting a little colder now. So a lot of the elements of this game I love. They are there. And there. We can make our first bridge. Now, this is what I expected. Snap points. And this is what people are griping about. That the bridges are, 1, expensive, and 2, you can't build them wherever you want. You can only build them to set points. And I've kind of expected them to be a set point kind of thing. What is this? Destroyed Steam Core Transport. Oh, there's Steam Cores here too. Now, keep in mind, I'm ignoring key elements of this game. I haven't gotten scouts up or anything. And scouts would bring in even more resources. So I'm playing this in a very limited fashion. Yeah, that used up all my wood just to go ahead and do that. So we need a little bit more wood. And then we can build a road from here to there. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and... Ooh, we need some people to work in the pub. Alright, I'm going to take 5 people off the sawmill to go and pour some drinks. Alright. That's Hope Rising. My discontent is dealt with. People are discontented because they're drinking thin soup instead of having a real meal. But... Go. Yeah, people are a little bit hungry. In a game like Frostpunk, where snap points are a common element, is it unreasonable for them to have bridges that tie to snap points? No. But is it almost expected when someone says you can build bridges that you can build them wherever you want with how a lot of city builders are? Yes. So I can kind of see the mixed reviews from both sides. Full auto put the bed command in. So just to go ahead and to let you guys know, the bed is made. But I know some people will want to see the bed just to confirm that I actually made the bed. So, bam, bed's made. So don't worry about it. Boop. Back to the game. So, as I was saying, I said back to... Go away, chroma key. There we go. So I can see where it would catch some people off guard. Whoa. We got all the resources out of this gathering post. We've got all the resources out of this gathering post. Alright. That means we have more engineers free, and we have 15 workers free. So, food. And we're still not getting enough food in. And I can't really go ahead and put another building in here without taking out some of this wood. And I'm feeling that I might need that wood. So. And I can't. The building of the bridge is freaking cool, though. So I'm going to put this here. And attach that straight to there. So we'll put our first building on the new land will be another hunter's hut. Because we need to bring in more food. Okay. We have a lot of people getting hungry. I'm going to go ahead and give them moonshine at the pub. There we go. Now, that being said, another gathering post. One here. And one here. For when the other gathering post drives up. Now what we'll want to do is we're going to need to get a second bridge here now so we can get the coal. Because we can't let the coal run out. Right now we have a little bit of resources here still. And we have a little bit of resources here. We have plenty of coal here. The metal's about to run out. Okay. But we do have a lot of people that are hungry.
Work time. Get moving.
Okay. And the problem is people are so hungry they're eating the raw food before I can turn it into soup. Okay. Let me gotta fix something real quick. Boop. There we go. Alright. So, yeah, we got a lot of people that are going to be hungry.
It's off time.
The hunger is going down because we actually have food. We have people going out hunting. And I have prep spaces for people to go in. We have more sick. And discontent is rising. But we're going to warm up here. People are going to get a little happier because it's going to be a little bit warmer.
back to work.
All right. Now, tech, bridge, here. So we can get to the coal. Resources. Again, wood is a problem, but we are getting some wood from here, but there's only 43 left. We aren't getting any wood from here, so the only wood we're getting is from the sawmill here right now. There is some wood here I could go and have people tasked to. So if you weren't sending scouting parties out at all and not doing any research, this could get really tight really quick. And I can understand, without having a guaranteed place to go and get iron right away, that might be hard. Now, let's see. Tech. Let's check something. Yeah, you do have the option to put beacons out, so you can go ahead and do scouting. And what's this over here? Destroyed steam core. There's more destroyed steam core out here on the fringes. So there is definitely a value to build out here. I think maybe what some people did was they got greedy. They saw the steam core wrecks and they're like, ooh, easy steam cores. I could go ahead and make so much with that. I could be a smart boy and get those early. But in the end, what that ends up costing them is the resources they need to be able to expand. All right. Let's see here. Let's get child shelters signed.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the child shelters there.
Gather your tools. The ship
Okay,
is
so we're starting to see food getting cared for. But we're dealing with people being sick for too long. And we need to get this recon balloon up somewhere, so... Resources. Sawmill. I think it's smart for me to put that there. I did lose some trees, but that'll give me all the trees on that island as wood. Like I said, the only wood drill is here, but they give you all these frozen trees to work with. So, okay. Where are we going to put the scout balloon at? Put it right here. There we go. So we can send scouting parties out. And we also need to go ahead and get a workshop to start getting our tech unlocked. I think that'll be perfect for right there. Okay. I'm a little behind on the tech. I'm a little behind on the scouting. That's okay. That's why I'm playing this on Serenity. I'm trying to see, is it really a hardship? Because everything in this game on, you know, realistic settings is meant to be a challenge. Playing it on Serenity is just, you know, without a lot of those challenges being there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Hunter's Gear so we can just get more food in. Make sure that we're doing good there. And we're going to go in here and we are going to sign medical apprentices. So the kids from the children's shelter will help at medical facilities, raising their efficiency.
Hear me, hear me.
So that's how I'm going to deal with the sick. So that will boost our medical efficiency. So that gives us a medical efficiency of 100%. We have our beacon built. And there she goes. That way people can find us in the storm. So I'm going to go ahead and kite 5 guys out of one of the hunting lodges. And then when we have enough wood for it, I'm going to go and make our first scouting party. We have a snowy hill, we have a radio station, we have a supply depot, and a stone ship. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to go for that supply depot, first and foremost. And having the beacon up will let me know when there's a storm coming. Okay, and this just got depleted. So, that frees up some labor here. I'm going to throw them there. And what do we got going on here? Note of thanks. Just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that don't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. Let's be real. You're more useful treating the sick than, getting sick and injured yourself. That's just real talk. That has nothing to do with you being wealthy or not. It's about survivability. Alright, the hunters will now bring in a little bit more of a haul. Okay. Okay, so I think we need to go ahead and upgrade our research technology next. So I'm going to wait until I have 50 wood for that.
End of shift.
Really? You're going to leave me at 49 wood right as the night goes out? Okay. Let's look at resources here. We're going to want a coal mine. Boom. And we're going to want the steelworks eventually, but I'm sure I would for that. You used a steam core. Yes. Yes, I know I used a steam core. I am not a blithering idiot. Grab some roads here. Now let me build it out around that way. I don't have enough wood either way I build it. Great. Okay. Coal is the lifeblood of the city, so getting that coal plant up is important. You wonder why we struggle, so we can live, you blithering idiot. Why does anyone struggle? Because it is necessary. For survival! Alright, here we go. Got me a couple more wood.
Time to get to work.
Let's get that road completed. Crowded shelter. The lookouts on the beacon have spied a shelter of people. Storm shelter. Okay. Now, we've got our medical under control. We only have 2 people being sick currently that are being treated. Our efficiency has gone from 100% to 120% due to the kids helping. So, instead of sending kids off to get injured doing work to get more work done, I have kept them safe in child shelters during the day, and then allowed them to help with the engineers treating the sick and wounded. So ineffectively got rid of the negative of injured children and got children healing those that are injured. Why don't more people do this? It seems like the smartest thing to do. I mean, if you're desperate for work, I suppose. If you need just more people. Snow-covered supplies. Take resources. Thank you. Let's go ahead and go to the stone ship over here. And then we can go ahead and go to the crowded shelter after that. And then new research. Boom. Alright, we have the engineers working on that upgrade. Boom. This only has a little bit more coal in it. But the second this is done pulling coal out of this last coal pile here, I'll be able to go in and just pull up this gathering post, and everybody can go directly into that coal mine over there. But we're doing good on coal. We are. Okay, adaptation. Let's see here. We'll go for sustaining life. If someone gets gravely ill, we'll keep them. They'll eat up bed space. But we're not going to just, you know, throw them out. Yeah, people have mixed feelings about that. Don't worry. Don't worry, folks. I have your best interest at heart. Steelworks. We are going to need more labor, though. So that's why I'm hoping that this scout can get some good resources out of here, then come to the storm shelter, rescue who I can, and bring them back. Because we're quickly going to have more work that needs doing than people to do the work. I mean, let's be real. I have a gathering post here that's unmanned. I have a sawmill over here that could be manned. More food that could be brought up there. We're doing good. Alright, research done. Let's go ahead and increase the radius of this. Because right now, we're only heating this inner ring. If we heat the outer ring, that's going to help make the medical post more livable and these exterior tents. And I'm going to have to make more housing in here as I go for the people that I need to bring in, too. Because I have, like, maybe 5 spare housing. Let's see here. Here. Extra rations for the ill.
New law. A new law has passed.
So I can use my excess food rations to get a boost to pump up the effectiveness of the medical post. Now at night when the kids are asleep, you can see how the efficiency will drop 20 points that it gets for children workers in the medical post. So scouts have arrived at the stone ship. Explore buried hamlet. Nothing to do here. Well, we're gonna go ahead and go to the storm shelter here. Scout unit number 1 sent to storm shelter. Alright, here we go.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Oh, in case you're wondering what I'm drinking, I have just a little bit of cider from the local coffee shop. Not hard cider, just normal cider, because it was freaking frigid this morning. I need something to warm up with. That's what I get for living in the mountains now.
Get to work. Move, people. There's
All
plenty to
right.
do.
As you can see, there are a lot of places that need workers that I can't do. And those steam cores are just taunting me over there. Okay. Range upgrade. Done and dusted. Don't have enough metal coming in to upgrade into the metal ones. Do I have any metal coming in? You have access to coal. You're done, so scrap you. And yeah, no. Right now, there is no metal supply. So that means that if I hadn't... Wait, are you bringing in coal? Yeah, you're bringing in some coal. If I hadn't gotten the steelworks, if I hadn't built this bridge first, say I went for like wood first, I would have had to gone with like a different resource tree. Like, example, if I had gone for wood, it still wouldn't have made it unwoodable. I would have just had to research the charcoal kiln, because that would have allowed me to turn wood into coal to use. I think bunkhouses might be smart. Alright. Explore. So there's going to be 20 kids. Wow, that is a lot of people. So we're looking at 99 labor and 20 children. Dang. Escort them to the city. So, we're going to need 2 more child shelters. I think I don't have any choice. I'm going to have to cut into some of this lumber over here. I'll put a child shelter there. And one there. That'll cover the kids. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Adaptation. I think we're going to need a care house for those that are gravely ill. But triage might be smarter. Actually, corpse disposal. I'm not going to build a cemetery. I'm going to go with a corpse disposal. Again, this comes down to efficiency over morality. And I hate, you know, that I'm like complete brutal like that, but it is what it is. The snow pit, as long as I keep it cold, the bodies will go ahead and stay frozen, at which point they could be used for other things like fertilizer or transplants.
Get to work. Move, people.
And we have a big storm coming in here. Snow pit established. We're definitely going to have to increase. Alright. I'll wait until the wood comes in for that. Okay. Pause. Research drafting machines. You there. You there. You there. You there. Okay, so we have basically everything staffed that we were holding off on staffing, and then some. Okay. I'm going to keep my scout at base now. I don't want to send him out with only a couple days. I mean, if I go out of here, 1 day and 6 hours. Go for it. It's tight, but I think he can go and get there and back as long as I watch it very closely. Okay, so we are short several houses, which I kind of expected to be the case. 1, 2, 3. I'm just giving up on this wood. I have no choice. I need the housing. We just lost a lot of wood there, but I think we'll be fine without it. I hope. So this...
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
Alright. Emergency shifts.
New law. A new law has passed.
I need the research to go through the night, so I had to do an emergency shift. No, people aren't going to appreciate it. Okay, it's warming up a little bit. But then we're going to have 2 cold drops followed by a major cold drop. And I want to go in and get the range of my steam upgraded again. Before that happens. Okay, heating.
Time to get to work.
Oh. Oh, shoot. Well, crap. I won't be able to get it unlocked in time. Get the outer ring of houses. Well, if that's the case, what we'll do is we'll try to upgrade those outer ring of houses, 2 houses first, so they get the benefit from the better insulation. Research.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
Let's see here. Adaptation. Care houses.
New law. A new law has passed.
Health. Care house. There we go. repair houses. So that will give me a place for... Oh crap. How long have you been waiting there? Take the resources. Get back to base. 14. Okay, they'll get back in time. So was it worth it? Coal and iron. Yes. Okay. We'll say that was worth it. Because I do need the item for research. We're going to use some extra rations to go and get through the sick that we're dealing with right now. I'm just going to go ahead and end up using this to get some basic research done since got that going. Okay. Is this why it's a Frost themed game? Because I'm living in a frosty environment? It's you know, living this close to Mount Hood, it's a little bit chilly. Just a wee bit nipply. Okay, so right now during the day
Get back to work.
we're seeing an up in what's this over here? Storm on the horizon. Yes, I see. I am aware there's a storm brewing. Okay. Resources. I can't make supply depots, but getting full on certain things. Wood being one of them. And rations being another one. I wish I was getting full on coal, but I only have one coal mine. I want to go in and get access to this other coal vein here, but I can't reach it. It's too far away. I would need to build 2 bridges, which is where the expense of the bridges becomes a challenge. Ah. There we go. So, people, houses. So these houses that are on the exterior do go ahead and get some level of... And then we're going to upgrade efficiency to deal with the coal shortage. And then I'm going to go ahead and resources depot, use the last remaining put this here, put a resource depot there. Alright.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Alright. And this is going to be food. Alright. So this is going to be a very short storm. Okay, boosting with extra rations, increasing 50% the efficiency.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming. Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Alright, here we go. What's this? Frostbite. I see. Ooh. I'm gonna stop you guys working there. Alright. I'm gonna assign the triage bill. That's not gonna go ahead and make people happy.
Law. A new law has passed.
Okay, the efficiency of the steam core has been improved. Do not have enough for that. Do we want to go for factories? No, we need to focus on getting more coal out of the ground. Because we're not doing good at coal. Okay.
Workday ends. It's time off.
Okay, let's take a look at our temperature map here. There we go. Because here hits the storm.
Bundle up. It's getting colder. Get going. Time to earn your bread.
I'm going to go ahead and power you off. Deconstruct you. Deconstruct you. We're going to power you off. 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 I have to keep you going. If we run out of coal, that's it. And we are so preciously low on coal. So our medical post offering at 170%. Prosthetics law is something that I'm going to have to research next. Just got to hold out a little bit longer.
Down your tools.
And we've run out of coal. Shoot. And people are getting sick en masse. And then the storm lifts. Turn everything back on again. That I turned off. All right. And here is where people, I think, are just going to hate me. Hope is too low. I can't do anything too tragic.
Get back to work.
Okay. And we're going to assign the prosthetic law.
New law. A new law has passed.
And lost vehicle there. And research the next level of tech. Put an extra dude in there. Okay. The generator is down. We're going to bring it up to a 182 range. extra rations in these medical outposts. I'm going to save that spot for a bigger building. Hope is low. A note of thanks. Someone has left a note in the care house. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it is so hard for the families to properly care for an invalid. Places like this make life a little easier for us all." Hope rises slightly. Boom. So, 39 sick. 2 amputees, 17 being treated. Okay.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
So we went through all of our food too during that. So all our hunters are going out because we have no food to speak of. And I'm going to have to overtime this. Otherwise we will not have coal the last of the night. Death from overwork. Nope. We must make sacrifices to survive. Sorry. Gee, I'm glad I have the snow pit with 2 bodies in it now. All right. Steam core seizes. The wild weather has brought an unexpected effect. Airborne crystals penetrate the lubricant system of all steam cores. The efficiency of all steam core buildings and automatons will be reduced by 90%! Holy crap!
Move. Time to get to work.
That's rough. Hey, lonely girl, welcome to the stream. Hi. Wow, I'm lucky that I'm not doing automatons yet. That would have been rough. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and get the healthcare medical post upgrades. And then what I'll grab next is the infirmary. And then I'm going to pop that infirmary right in here where that lumber mill used to be. And that will allow us to go ahead and deal with the sick in a way that's a little bit more efficient. What's going on over here? Woman in despair. Discontent will rise slightly. Hope will fall. Discontent can... I can afford discontent to rise, but I can't afford hope to fall anymore. Alright, see you when you get back.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
More six-pack. I will open a new medical post. That is not a big ask. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Hope rises. Problem is food right now. And we're seeing gravely sick at this point. Shoot. Slap a care house right next down to that medical post. Put another one there. And there too.
Get going. Time to earn your bread. Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
I wasn't watching my coal production. Food production's down, coal production's down. Oh! It's an 11% efficiency because the basic coal mine is considered a... Alright. The basic coal mine is considered a steam core facility. And because of steam core freezes, that's going to wreck me. That's what's going on. So, put a coal thumper there. A gathering post there and there. Alright.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
We'll feed them. Alright. I have to do something I didn't want to do, but... Yes, I know the heating's off. Organ transplants.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city. Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
That's a major chill.
Work time. Get back to work. Dang it.
Okay. This steam core seizing has screwed me up.
Finish your labors, people. The work day is up.
Okay. The infirmary is getting hit by one employee delivers 20%, but because of the steam core feasing, that's minus 80%, so they only give it 2%. So the transplant bonus is giving me that extra 20%. I don't have the food rations to go ahead and feed everyone. I did go and make a promise to feed people, but now they're starving and cold. And the generator is shutting down again because I'm not generating enough coal because my coal production is seizing up. Oh! This is why throwing random hazards on makes this game so much more challenging. If I did not have the random hazards on, this would be a cakewalk. But this is screwing me up so bad. So this is generating me some coal by thumping it straight out of the ground.
Get to work. Move, people. There's plenty to do.
Okay. Oh. Food. One of my promises was to improve the food situation, and that means I need to go out and switch the hunter's huts out for hunter's hangars.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
I'm going to open up the dueling law
New law.
to help to deal with
A new
discontent.
law has passed.
Research healthcare and insulation. Help is really low. I'm gonna fail the promise to feed the starving here.
Time. Get moving.
Ah, dang, right there at the end. Thank goodness. And the healthcare installation will make it easier to treat the sick. Research hunting tactics.
Work day ends. It's time off.
Okay. Change to coal. Okay. So we have solved the coal issue by using a coal thumper. It goes ahead and thumps coal straight out of the ground, at which point I have two gathering hunts gathering on it. Leave it for now. I'm not going to have them explore it and possibly die. I need to go and wait until I have the 50 steel to tell them to explore it safely.
Wrap up well. The frost is here. Move. Time to get to work.
Okay. Now, explore, do it safely. And that'll have them come back to base camp with rejected automaton designs. Okay. Can't believe this. Freaking 10%. There we go. Yeah. Steel, we're not getting enough steel, so I think we need to upgrade the steelworks. Okay. Hey, Tigris. Guess you play Kenshi? What's that, Tigris? Let's see. Adaptation. I think we've gone enough down the adaptation tree. I think we need to go and start going down the purpose tree. And I think we'll go ahead and go with a prayer house. Because I need to get that hope up, and prayer houses are good for that. So we're going to go down the good old faith path. I'm going to stick one there. And I think it would be smart to get one. Dang, I can't get in there. I think this will have to do. There. Alright. There we go. Okay, so that'll help us start recovering some of that hope that we're struggling with. Oh, thank God.
Get to work. Move, people. There's plenty to do.
Crowded shelter. Yeah, no, I'm... Don't know if I'm gonna have in me to go ahead and try to squeeze more people in here. Let's see. How much building space do we have? We have 100 vacant beds and 76 vacant beds in care houses. We need to upgrade a lot of these tents to actual houses. Place for memories, yeah, they want me to go and make a archives, which is expensive as heck, but no, not doing that. Old shelter, storm shelter. We'll go for the old shelter. See what's in there. Alright. We get a steam coal mine upgraded. Food. What's this? Rebirth of Faith. Okay, that's nice. Still struggling with the sick. evening prayers.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Steam coal mine, that's good. Do we have enough? No. But we can research the steam wall drill. Resources, the steam coal mine. Boom. And then food. Jeez.
Workday ends. It's time off.
What's going on over here? United by faith. Okay. There's a bunch of food and some metal. Alright. Hey, M, how's it going? Yes! Yes, absolutely, M. It's a post-apocalyptic sci-fi samurai thing. Well, Tigress, go ahead and send me a link to it. I'll take a look at it. Just ping me on Discord. Yep. I talked with Jack about it earlier to make sure everything was set up.
Bundle up. It's getting colder. Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Okay. Another hunter's lodge there. We have a couple more workers that we can go and put down, so I think we might go ahead and what do we got going on here? No more extended shifts. Well, we don't need them anymore right now anyways. Resources. Resource storage post. Steam wall drilled.
Finish your labors, people.
What's going on over here? Cold homes. Let's see here. Faith. Of course it requires steel. Not like steel's precious or anything. Yeah. course. Now we're short on wood. Oh, crap. We're short on wood. Oh, whoops. We're not short on wood. We are out of wood. Oh,
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I screwed up. Launch a crusader to inspire the people. Yeah, that doesn't work if there's no place to harvest wood from.
Neighbors, people. The work day is up.
Yeah. Don't think that's gonna work, Tigris. Damn. Can't believe I bonesed it that hard. Looking at too many different things.
New law. A new law has passed.
I beansed it so hard. I should have been watching the wood to make sure I got over here, because this is where I need to make the wall drill and all of the trees. Oh, and I mentioned at the start of the video. Ah! A crusade against the trees. Well, it doesn't help if we can't reach them. Doesn't help where we don't even have enough wood to make a sawmill. Storm on the horizon. Yay! I'm gonna fail.
Work time. Get moving.
Boom.
Work day ends. It's time off.
least gonna make it in right before the storm hits. I'm not gonna have the wood to build a temple. The people will be displeased with me for not building the temple when I know I have it. If I fail to keep the homes warm, okay, there's a temperature drop coming. I'm gonna overdrive the steam generator just to deal with the temperature drop, so the homes don't drop and end up getting too cold.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Don't fail, don't fail, don't fail, don't fail.
Move, people. There's plenty to do.
Because I'm gonna get... People are gonna be upset at me trying to understand why I didn't bother building the... The storm is right on the scout's butt. I need that wood. And those steam cores. I need all that he has. Okay. Take this off overdrive now.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Temple not built. Knew that was going to happen. But will this dude get in right before the storm hits? Come on, man! No! Dang it! 30 seconds out right when the storm hit. Ah! Oh my god! I'm failing this city so hard. Putting random hazards on just absolutely trucked me early on, and now that
Work shift begins. May the Lord save all workers from harm.
Okay, temperatures, everything that can be raised is raised. This job's off. This job is off. Everything else, yeah, okay. We're gonna have a lot of sick.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
Oh, taking the overdrive off the freaking generator now. Turn it back on. Turn it back off. Turn it back on. Turn it back off. Storm's about to end. Okay. So, just want to cover this right now. In order to be able to send a scouting party out to hopefully get enough wood to build enough of a bridge to go ahead and get to where I can harvest wood on the map, I'm going to have to tear buildings down. It's the only thing I can do. Otherwise, this game is over. I have failed. So, turn this back on. Turn this back on. Increase there. Increase there. The question is, what buildings do I tear down? What will give me the most wood and the least hate from my people for tearing them down? Okay. We have 33 children. which means I only need 3 child care facilities right now. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. So, okay, I'm not tearing that down. The care houses, though, I have 1 care house over here that's half full, and 3 that are not full at all. So, tearing those 3 care houses down will be enough wood for me to be able to build a scout.
Go to work. Lord,
There we go. Build a scout. Uprooted tree. Go there. Okay. Crusade against the obstacles between you and the trees. So, crusade against chasms. Cavernous, gaping chasms. That's what we're crusading against? Is that what you're saying? We're the Chasm Crusaders? That sounds like a goofy name for a group. Okay. Well, the Cavernous Crusaders. Cavernous. The cacophonous, cavernous chasm crusaders? Nah, it sounds too loud. So, strong winds. All scout teams and transports will travel at half speed. Oh my god, game, you're torturing me over here. So, my way of trying to get more wood isn't going to work too well because my 1 scout is now traveling at half speed, which means it's
May the Lord save all workers from harm. Today's labor is done. Thank the Lord.
I can't even go and make a factory to produce prosthetics for my 10 amputees.
Bundle up. It's getting colder. Work shift begins. May the Lord save all workers from harm.
Probably shouldn't have done that, but
Time to rest. Remember those who work overtime in your prayers.
so 180% efficiency by going and giving bonus rations to the ill. Hopes of getting people out of here a bit quicker. Of course, once it turns to morning,
Work shift begins. May the Lord save all workers from harm.
204%. Wood. 60 wood will be taken. I need more than 60 wood. If I'm building over there, I need 200 wood. I can't believe such a bonehead. Such a bonehead. More scouts research. So if I could free up 40 more wood, somehow, I could get another scout out there. Care house. Care house. Care house. Okay.
Time to rest. Remember those who work overtime in your prayers.
Lighter scout sleds. Alright, anything that I could go ahead and salvage. Yes, I could salvage all these. I don't need this coal thumper anymore. That was just because of an emergency.
Wrap up well. The frost is here. Go to work. Lord,
Lighter scout sleds will give my scouts a little bit of a faster run. Tip from a true believer. Okay. Okay. This freaking strong winds is a freaking jerk event. Another citizen gravely ill due to frostbite. Lovely. Lighter scout sleds. Oh, thank God. That'll let them get a little bit more speed. Some more pep in their step.
work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
Food's doing good. Please have wood. Please have wood. I need 200 wood somehow. 16%.
Today's labor is done. Thank the Lord.
Okay. Can I recover? Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Please be wood. Yes, wood. Okay, so now they have 121 wood. I need a grand total of 200 to be able to build the bridge. Ice needles. Get a little boosty boost to hope there.
Go to work. Lord be with us as we labor.
Tip from a true believer gives us more supplies. That's nice. Bonus food for the sick. All right.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time
Come on.
for sleep.
Cave of Light and Stone Arch. Let's go for the Stone Arch. Cave of Light. Probably has people in it. I have plenty of spare beds, I'm sure. But, back to normal. Yes, now my scouts can rock.
Lord be with us as we
Ice
labor
needles.
today.
Snow-covered supplies and supply train. We'll go for the supply train first. Now my scouts can move. Just gotta be careful. We need a healthy amount of wood. Oh, that was interesting. We just had a brief brownout here. Huh. Lights. That's twice. The lights flickered.
Time for sleep.
Damaged snowcat. Hope nothing's happening to the power lines outside. That would be bad. But I have been told in the winter in this area the power could be completely knocked out due to snowstorms. So that's a downside of my new living arrangements. I live far enough up in the mountains that snowstorms can knock out power for a while. I hope that, maybe down the road, if I can, continue to make enough money through my YouTube channel, that I can go and get, like, a PSU and maybe a generator as a backup plan should the power get knocked out. So even if the rest of the house doesn't have power, the stream can continue.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming. Work shift.
All right, what do we got?
Lord save all workers from harm.
Oh, we're gonna send them to the city. Sorry. The scouts have to keep on moving. They need to find wood, otherwise the city will fall. Eventually. That's a lot of metal. Lonely light. If I don't need metal, really don't need metal, I need wood. Let's see here. Resources. Yeah, I can't even build a storage hut. Dang it! Wait. Housing, we have 48 vacant beds. 48? Okay. So you're telling me I could probably get rid of 3 beds. Alright? Is that what you're telling me?
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
Even with these coming in. Oh, that may have been a bet on me. What's this? Oh. Phone, be quiet. My phone is telling me that I've been just sent special deals. I do not need to listen to special deals. Yep. PSU, not UPS. UPS. Yes. The lights just flickered again here. So, UPS, uninterrupted power supply, and then a generator to back it up. Yeah. Because with a UPS, it can condition the power flowing to my computer constantly, so I don't get any surges or anything possibly damaging my computer. But also, it's better for the whole.
Go to work. Lord be with us.
Another tip from a believer. There we go. I have no problems with discontent in my place. We've got like no wood, and people are like, yeah, we like it here. Yes! Yes, how much wood do you have on you now? Go back. Just you back now. He's got almost 200 wood on him. That'll leave me enough wood. That'll let me build the bridge and leave enough wood. Where are the people freezing? Well, oh, problem solved. Unbuild that building. Boom. No one freezing anymore. Yes.
Today's labor is done. Thank the Lord.
We're going to pull ourselves out from the brink. Buried dreadnought. Oh, don't be a storm coming in. Don't be a storm coming in. No. I'm not going after anything else. Everybody is coming in now. There is the storm. This is where everything warms up right before it gets really cold.
In the name of God.
No. No. Yes. That's something I can actually do.
Time to rest. Remember those who work overtime in your prayers.
And there we go. Okay, pause. Build. Tech bridge. There. Road. Are you telling me that I'm not going to have enough wood to build a road from there to there? Okay. Now, resources. Sawmill. I can't build it until I get the bridge done. Oh. And that's the sawmill upgrade. So... Ooh, I could just build the wall drill. I'll probably build the wall drill and the sawmill. 2 birds, 1 stone. Food arrived. Okay, so we have plenty of food. We don't have to worry about food. Alright. Wall drill. Boom. Sawmill. Also boom.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time.
Discontent will rise. Sorry, folks. We really can't eat much more. Max temperature. I think these people will arrive before it gets too late. Temperature. Yeah. Yep. Alright. We shall have the wood.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Oh, storm on the horizon. You don't say. Huh. It's like here in a couple days, and they're like, oh, by the way, have you heard about this thing called a storm?
Work shift begins. May the Lord save all workers from harm.
Alright. Okay, so we now have wood coming in. We're good there. Thank freaking God. Now. People. We need to upgrade some of these houses. Now that we have the wood to do so.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
Alright. There we go. Okay. And now we can research the factory. Oh, man. There's one person without a house. Second, we start up the next day.
Go to work. Lord, be with us as we labor today.
Couple people without a house. Hope will drop a bit there, but we have much less people to worry about. Tech. Perfect. We got our factory up there. So,
Today's labor is done. Thank the Lord.
$11 prosthetics. Storm's about to hit. And right as the storm hits,
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming. Work shift begins. May
Off.
the Lord save all
Off.
workers from harm.
off. 2 days worth of coal. Alright, then we can afford to turn this off.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
There we go. Alright. We've survived the storm. Pushed everything to its maximum. And there we go.
Go to work. Lord,
Snowy Hill,
as we labor
Lone
today.
Boulder, Storm Shelter, empty snow hut. So I don't need people. Storm shelters are people. People are fine. They can. I'm having enough problems dealing with what I've got. Okay. I think I need to go ahead and make, at the very least, another care facility. No. I know exactly what I need to do. Bridge. Here. Road. There. To get to the other coal seam. Because I'm upgrading the increased capacity of this, I need to be upgrading. We shall have the wood. Yeah. All these trees, they belong to me's. Okay. So we can get to the other coal facility here. So we can get more coal.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest.
Use the prayers to go ahead and get everybody happy again. Don't have any tents left, good. But we are getting people sick. Hell. Just to be able to tend the sick. Treacherous cold. No! God dang it, game!
Go to work. Lord be with us as we labor today.
So basically people are going to get sick from the cold easier. See the thing, this is the thing. We're currently having a problem with producing enough coal to last us through the night. But now I don't have the steam core to build a coal mine to go and get access to this coal. So we gotta turn this around. So we're gonna have to go back to a coal thumper. Like we did before. Okay. Put a gathering hut here. A coal thumper here. Another gathering hut here. Another coal thumper. And 2 more gathering huts. And then tech. There we go. This will allow me to employ everyone.
Today's labor is done. Thank the Lord.
Sorry. We need an emergency ship to keep the coal coming in. Engineers. Engineers. Okay. So this will go ahead and solve my coal problem until I can get my hands on another steam core.
Work shift begins. May the Lord save all workers from harm.
Empty cave. Any research? Heater efficiency requires 40 metal. I have 40 metal. Heater efficiency. Okay. And now with 2 coal thumpers going and signal tower, buried dreadnought, damaged snowcat. Oh my god, why do you do this to me? Yes, extra food for those that work overtime.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
Okay.
Go to work. Lord be with us as we labor today.
Okay. Heater efficiency upgraded. This needs more metal. Let's see here. What should I upgrade? What should I upgrade? This would free up more manpower. This would go ahead and make it less sick people because I would have warmer homes. Large crater, barren hollow. Large crater, barren hollow, stone ship.
Time to rest. Remember those who work overtime in your prayers.
Okay, food. First casualty of the dueling law. Someone was killed during a duel. Great. Okay. How much spare space do we have? 46. Alright. Phew. Alright, so, been streaming for 2.5 hours. We haven't seen any sort of problems with the internet, which was definitely something that I was concerned about. Did have a couple, like, momentary moments where the lights dimmed in here. But what I will say, looking at this game, there were a lot of mixed reviews about this new map. And all of them seem to focus on two things. One, that the bridges were in fixed snap locations, that you couldn't put bridges wherever you wanted to. And two, that 3.5 if you went with the $3.50 if you went with the season pass, or $5 if you went with just buying this outright like I did. Does this add to the game? Is it worth $5? And I'm going to go ahead and say the whole snap to place, the bridge system, feels true to how this game is designed in its game engine. So I don't think making the bridges place them wherever you want is a big issue. The fact that people were expecting a new mechanic like bridges to be something that could be placed for anywhere you would want to put a bridge for the $5 prices. I think there was some expectation when you have that $5 price tag on there for it to be a consistent thing. And what I'm going to say is this. The bridges only work on this one map. There are no other map that has the snap point for bridges or gives you the option to build bridges. But there are a lot of scenarios where that's the thing, where you have access stuff that's tied to that scenario. But they put the bridges in this endless mode. And they had them tied to these snap points. And what I would say is I'm on the fence. Is it worth $5? Is it not worth $5? I think it depends solely on how much you value that $5. There are some people that I know would be like, hell yes, this is easily worth $5. There's other people I know that would not find this valuable enough to part with the $5 over it. So I think it depends on where you land on that spectrum. Me, I'm sitting at... I have a very tight shoestring budget. So I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of the DLC. I like the new challenge of having to deal with bridges. It makes the game a little harder. And it makes you have to think a little smarter. I think it is a value added to the game, and it does add more playability to the game. Is that worth $5? I think that's a decision that I'm going to have to leave up to you. I am going to get more playability out of this game just because this was added. I paid $5 to get that playability. Am I upset that I spent that $5 on this game? No. No, I'm personally not upset about it. I could see, again, how some people might be. But what I would say that would set me to the point where I am happy that I spent $5 rather than satisfied. I'm satisfied with my expense. I'm not upset about it. But what would have made me happier is for just one map that gets to use bridges. I would have loved to see kind of like a map pack, so to speak. Like, example, they're going to introduce more elements as they add things to the game for the season pass. They're going to probably add new features that I don't know what they are. But if they were to go ahead and add, like, a map pack, a bunch of different maps, different layouts, different terrains that all had different challenges that you could play. But some of those challenges were locked to this DLC. You know, basically they said if they made like a bridge too far map where it's just like a very long map with tons of resources on it, but you have to constantly balance how you use those resources, or will you stretch yourself too far, too thin, because of all the resources you need to build that far. If they put more maps out there that included all the different features, and actually put, instead of just having it a single map in the endless mode, having an actual scenario built around the bridges, I would be happier. Throw in a scenario that is built around the bridge system with its own map. Make that map also playable on Endless. And then maybe release another third bonus map on Endless. Like, you know, just a scenario and a few extra maps. And I don't think they would see any negative reviews over it, because it gives a whole lot more playability then. But then again, that is extra work. And I'm sure they're taking their team and they're focusing on the next thing that they want to release for DLC. So I don't know. I'm not upset. I am satisfied, but not thrilled, if that makes sense. And I guess that's where I'm going to go and leave it. I know it's kind of like a moot point. FrostPunk is still an amazing game. I'm still going to play more of it down the road. I'm probably going to go and play more of this DLC specifically because I think adding bridges is a unique challenge, and I am enjoying that challenge. And I feel that I'm enjoying the challenge for the price I paid for the DLC. But again, that's me. And I know how some people might feel differently. And I can understand that. And I can even sympathize with that. But keep in mind here, I am playing this on Serenity Endless with just random hazards on medium settings. This could be, with the bridges as they are priced and how expensive they are, it would be impossible, if not highly improbable, to pull this off on some of the harder settings. Because I imagine that this game mode with the bridges on some of the harder settings, I don't know if it would be beatable. I just put random hazards in. But again, all the difficulties are set to medium. You guys let me know. Have you seen anyone beat the rifts on the hardest difficulty settings? No cheating, no nothing like that. You let me know. I'll be looking for those comments. But I'm going to go and sign off for now. I'm going to get some rest. And I'm probably might get another, maybe, I don't know if I'll get another boating stream in before the stream tonight, because I've got a lot of stuff I want to go and handle tonight too. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay frosty. And I'll see you again in a little bit.